Okay, let's talk about mindset, yeah? As a coach, one of the main things to really integrate into your life is the right attitude. It will help you stick to your plan. It will enlighten other aspects of your life, not just your training. It will make things happen for you for the best. By looking at the positive side of things rather than looking at the negative, you'll find that doors open. Doors just open towards everything that you do, every aspect of your life. So let's just check out, have a look, get a notepad and a pen. Yeah, piece of paper and a pen. Are you a growth mindset or are you a fixed mindset? So a growth mindset is somebody that can take on challenges positively. Feedback is constructive. They like to try new things. A fixed mindset is failure is the limit of my abilities. My personal potential is predetermined. That could be a childhood, the way that your parents treated you, or you're never good enough. It could be that little voice inside your head bringing out the negativity towards something. Oh, I can never do that. Oh, I'm never that good. So that quite often happens when you set yourself on the track to a new project. Now, what we need to do is make sure that the growth mindset overtakes the negative mindset. So what can we do? What little tricks can we make? Yeah. So number one is change your goals. Follow a plan, follow your belief, change your goals. Now this is the negative mindset's going to go, oh, I can never do that. Visualize the shape that you want to be in the future. Now this is really, really huge. If you visualize the shape you want to be, you can actually find a picture, cut it out, stick it on the fridge where you're going to see it, or a vision board. Yeah, make a vision board of where you want to be. You know, what shape do you want to be? How long do you want to get there? Yeah, can you create a set date by which you want to get there? So liaise with me, find out what's realistic. So rather than looking at yourself in the mirror and hating what you see and thinking, oh God, I'm never going to get there, look at yourself in the mirror and say, this is how I am now. I love how I am now, but I'm going to love myself even better in 6 months' time when I've got the body that I really want, when I'm on holiday or a wedding or whatever your goal is. So that way, by changing the goals, looking at the goals differently, you can gravitate towards that positive mindset. Now, a top tip to do this is to surround yourself by people that think like-mindedly. So a support group is massive, and this is why my programs work. We are a fantastic support group. We've gone from a WhatsApp group supporting women to a Facebook group. It has been quite an upheaval in the change, but we have got there. So we have Liv's competition group, and it's full of post-competitors and ladies that are on a mission to really change their bodies. We will support you. Quite often, if you don't ask for help and support, it's not going to come. Surround yourself by people who want to see you change. Now, quite interestingly, you'll find that your nearest and dearest and your best mates won't be supportive, because generally people don't like change in any respect. So the fact that you're changing and they're not, they could see it as being a threat, and this is totally normal. So join the support groups, make sure you've got that friendship that you're building up, interact as much as possible so you feel part of a community, and you will absolutely succeed. So think of rewards and not punishment is my next top tip. So by that, I mean self-care. So instead of seeing food as a reward, see it as something that's just necessary. Don't attach anything to it. Make your rewards for achieving a certain weight loss or a certain look by a certain time a spa day out with your loved one or your best mates. Or you could say, go to the cinema with the kids, take the kids somewhere nice, take the kids camping. That will be your reward, rather than an easy, destructive reward like high-fat foods takeaways that's going to make you feel bloated and fat afterwards and somewhat send you back into that mindset of negativity. So absolutely essential. And do not see exercise as a punishment. See it as your absolute time out, the time to be with you, the time to grow physically, grow stronger, plug into some absolute mindset talking. Joe Dispenza, yeah, he's amazing. Or listen to some other positive, Louise Hay, Anthony Robbins. You've also got Mel Robbins. They're not married, but it just happens to be a coincidence. She's amazing too, yeah? So there are lots of authors out there that have got great audios. Plug in, get rid of the radio, get rid of the music that fills your head with emptiness and lets that little negative mindset take over, and get into the real good stuff, yeah? Gabby Bernstein is another one, absolutely brilliant, yeah? So yeah, really change what you're listening to and see exercise as a treat, not a punishment. The other thing I'd like you to think about, especially whilst you're on this journey, is really taking a breath. Taking a breath to help you set your intentions but connect with your body. Quite often our heads are full of stress, we deconnect with what's going on inside. Meditation first thing in the morning will absolutely ground you. Now, I always used to think, well, that's a bit woo-woo, don't want to be having any of that. But if you think about it like this, when we wake up in the morning, there is evidence out there to suggest that the cortisol levels are the highest. Now, to bring them down, meditation. As you meditate, you will feel your heart rate decrease, decrease, decrease. You'll take a deep breath. You're going to feel every single muscle of your body as you breathe in and breathe out. This connects your mind to your core, to your deep inside. When you're training, you can reach back into that. You can feel the exercises. You have to have that mind to muscle to body connection to make these programs work. Plus, you'll have less cortisol in your body, which means that you'll hold less fat around your midriff, because that is exactly what cortisol does, makes you store fat around your midriff. So lessen that hormone, start to feel good, lower your stress responses and connect with your body. 5 minutes is all it takes every day. Yeah, you can check into YouTube, just search 5-minute meditation. There are so many great ones out there that will make you feel amazing first thing in the morning. You create that as a habit, you start to feel uplifted, you're more likely to stick to your plans. So relate it to the money. You've paid for me to coach you for a certain period of time. If you are not then thinking positively about the changes that are going to be made, you are less likely to stick to the plan. I want you to feel amazing and look great. I want you to achieve everything you set out to, but you have to change what's up here to get there too. And that is where the mindset meditation comes in. Okay, the other thing, focus on your goal date. Absolutely essential. Whether it's a wedding, whether you're getting married, whether it's a competition, focus on it, set it. 6 months time, where will I have to be in 3 months time? Where will I have to be in a month's time? So losing weight in a healthy, sustainable way isn't going to happen in 15 days. You have to think about how long it took to you to get there and how long it will take to reverse it back. Okay, this is really important. Identify your trouble thoughts. So your internal dialogue, I like to call it the monkey brain. When you switch off, when you're not really concentrating, the self-doubt that come in. Oh, I was supposed to do that today, I didn't do it. What if I did do it, what would happen? And what if she thinks I'm ignoring her if I don't call her? And what if I got on the phone now? Would it be rude? Is it too late? All this monkey brain stuff has to be eliminated as much as possible. Turn it into a voice that praises you. Turn it into a voice of positivity. And that can be done by taking the steps I've already spoken about. So write a gratitude list is another one. I do this every single day. I write 3 things that I'm grateful for. I'm going to be honest and share with you what I write. My kids, I absolutely love them. I am so grateful they are with me 100% of the time. Number 2, I'm grateful that my business can be online as well as one-to-one, because that enables me to be with them more often. Number 3 will be my partner, who I absolutely love. Yeah, we've had amazing ups and downs throughout our lives, but we are together, and I'm grateful, so grateful for that. And it's more emotional things, if you notice, that I'm connecting with than actual physical things. But things like, when the sun's out, just be grateful it's there, because it's not here very often in the UK. Be grateful for the house. Be grateful for the amount of money that you have in your bank account so that it grows abundantly over the years. So that's 5 things. I know, I got carried away, but at least write 3 things. It's so easy to do that. You can buy gratitude journals. So in here, today I am grateful for 3 things. The next one says, what would make today a great day? And I would write that down. And then I am, so this is the positive thing. So I am, what would you call yourself? I'm beautiful, I'm a great mom, or I'm a dynamic business leader, I'm a positive person, I can give back to so many people. So you've got to pick from your brain positive things and put it down on paper. And for some of us, it's going to be tough. A lot of us don't always think great things about ourselves from what we were told in the past. But this really is about being positive about you, your journey ahead. And at the bottom, this is what I really like about this book, is write down 3 things, the 3 best things that happened to you today. So don't forget to do that every night, because even though they may be little things, they're still a step in the right direction. Okay, and these books are great because you don't have to write too much, because if you end up writing loads on the first and second day, you're not going to keep it up. So it's a little bit like exercise or changing your food. You know, if you do it too quickly, you're more likely to fall off. So don't step on the scale every day is another top tip. When you're on the transformation program, make sure that it's once a month or once a week. Yeah. If you're training with me one-to-one, I can take all your measurements. You don't even have to worry. All I need to see is that the programs are working, and if they're not, if you're in a plateau, then I change it up and cycle, and that's why the food cycles and the training cycles are working. Make sure that if you do weigh yourself, it's at the same time of day, at the same time of the week, in the same kind of room, so the lighting has to be the same as well. That's really, really important, because if you get a down light, it's less flattering than a light that's coming straight on to you like I have here. Okay, and when you're looking at your body, you want to view it in a positive light. Right, talk to yourself as you would a friend, another top tip. So try not to say, oh, I'm an idiot, oh God, what, that was just ridiculous, who do I think I am, why did I say that? Just say, look, I didn't say the right thing this time, but I know that I'm a good person, I'll say the right thing next time. Or I've learned from this mistake, I shouldn't have sent that message, or I shouldn't have said that, I'll learn from it next time, or I shouldn't have pulled out of that junction. But try not to curse yourself, because it sends a message to your subconscious brain that you're a bad person. So the frontal lobe, this area here works, which is your conscious brain, works separately from your subconscious. So what you tell yourself is going to be soaked up by your subconscious brain, which is then going to play around at night. Your subconscious never stops working, telling the story. So it's really important to do all this gratitude, setting your goals, creating positivity, so that 2 parts of your brain are both positive. Yeah, and there's loads of research on this out there, but you can Google Joe Dispenza on YouTube and he will explain exactly what it's all about. Okay, right, learn that your cheat meals and your refeed meals are essential, so don't cut them short, don't cut them out. If you cut them out now, you're not going to be able to stick to the plan later. So a coffee and a cake is not a refeed meal, yeah? A coffee and a cake and a fried breakfast is, or a coffee and a cake and a vegan breakfast is, a coffee and a cake and a burger and chips, or whatever you're craving. Mine's tara masala, olives, pita bread, salmon with Stilton cheese and some homemade sweet potato chips. Oh my, that is just the best. But that's my thing. But I would have that most of the time on my refeeds, but I wouldn't eat like that in the week. Don't feel guilty, just get back onto it the next day, and that's how you stick to a plan. The last thing I want to say is focus on what's attainable, and together we work on that. Absolutely essential for you getting there with your body transformation. You have to work on what's attainable, and that's going to be mindset again. That's going back to everything that I've just spoken about. Yeah, your mind is in control of everything that you do. Your body's just going to follow. Though it works separately as far as hormones and cortisol goes, it's going to work by itself. But if you're not positive up here, if you always say, oh, I'm so worried, I'm in a fog, I haven't got any time, and you're creating that situation of stress. So you could say, I don't have a lot of time, but I'm willing to find time to go to the gym for at least 20 minutes today. I'm feeling overwhelmed at work, but I know that when I get home, I'm going to put my feet up for an hour, spend some time with the kids, and then I'll get back to work and finish those reports. So if we can learn to talk to ourselves positively, and the same with food, I've just had a refeed meal and I feel really stuffed. However, I know that tomorrow I'm going to wake up, feel fine, and get back on my plan. It's great, isn't it? So my top tip to you out there is to just feel positive, yeah? Take those top tips, put them into your day, and reap the rewards. So follow me on Live Fit Freedom for your own personalized, tailored training, body shaping plan. Make sure you check out at Live Fit Freedom on Instagram. Subscribe to my YouTube channel here and here. Don't forget to click the bell notification to subscribe. Make sure you've got a YouTube channel to do that, tick tick, and check out to my Instagram on the menopause, Live with the Menopause, because yeah, the menopause changes the way that we train a little bit, a lot. So check out my YouTube channel, Live Fit Freedom. Don't forget to click the bell notification at the top in order to get regular updates on what we're up to with our body transformations.